It's 3/16.
Hell yeah.
2026. Yeah, I gotta get a hell yeah. There we
Can
go.
I get a hell yeah?
I'm gonna say, give me a hell yeah. Teach that to you, son of a bitch.
What?
Good stuff. Happy 3/16. Happy belated Pi Day. And sorry that my ass was apparently knocked out cold taking an afternoon nap, and I never take naps. But needless to say, we're a little behind. So on deck, Teach doesn't have the juice, one, but we are going to be reviewing Punked Punch since it's available in all stores. And is it the same as the juice but without sugar? Or is there something else going on? I was told to try it next to each other. And something we were hyped about trying. There was a watermelon rain from another line a couple years ago. It's now coming back, and I swear to God, I feel like people are just putting gummy for a flavor profile for advertising because it's like, "Ooh, I got a supplement." But yeah, but does it come in gummy? Hey, I got something nutrition. Yeah, well, does it come in gummy? Now we're just putting gummy as far as flavors for advertising. That just seems to be the case. Look like a duck, walk like a duck, sound like a duck. It's a fucking duck. What are you gonna do? And just an update on everyone because I know some people inquired. Uh, let's see. I'm gonna have to move the camera for this. Gonna have to take this off for a moment. We are. You see right there. Not bad. Test came back negative, people. Just assist. I can't tell you how I was stressed out for that 10-day cycle. It was.
I don't blame you one
Lucas.
bit for being stressed.
Well, I mean, for crying out loud, I mean, I feel like ever since the quarantine was going on, I was stressed out. I mean, again, my grandfather's just coming off of cancer. My grandmother passing of cancer. Just all these things. I think my coworker might be battling something. I mean, all these crazy things. It's just that if you feel something, say something. I was told it was just a cyst, not a lupoma, none of that. So that was good. I mean, the scar's a little gnarly, but for only just one stitch, apparently. I'm waiting for that to go away. I'm just cleaning the area and hope it gets smooth. I'm just scared to when I go to shave or when I get a haircut.
Think you'll be good?
I'm due for both. What can I say? Just having a blade close by there feels a little sensitive. And needless to say, ready to try this?
Yeah. We wanna go with that one first?
Might as well. Oh, by the way, you're gonna probably laugh at this, but I was with a very good friend of mine last night, and after one place being busy and one place being closed, we end up at this Italian spot named Gisella's, and I ordered something Italian off the menu I never had before, and it was phenomenal. It's called the eggplant Florentine.
Oh gosh, eggplant.
What do you got against the eggplant?
Not an eggplant guy.
Good man, good man. I mean, at least respect the eggplant if you're not it. No judgment here. Yes, the eggplant Florentine was very good.
Great smell.
Very great smell. That's lovely.
And mind you, this is a part of the Ultra line. We have reviewed a lot of the Ultra line on the show. We've went over the formula for it many times and everything on the nutrition label here, so nothing's really changed with this one. But this flavor is supposed to be some kind of punch. But more specifically, we are looking at
I mean, it does smell like a regular fruit punch, but
it's
I smell a little on the grape side, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Usually when I think of punch, I think of a grape, an apple, and maybe an orange, if that makes
Going
sense.
going off the official Monster website, Monster Ultra Punk Punch, has a classic fruit punch flavor. Brings back the nostalgic flavor of fruit punch with 0 sugar, though this is supposed to be a 0 fruit punch flavor. Probably your typical fruit punch.
Like your high C fruit punch.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I'm getting a little bit. Maybe like that high C or Hawaiian punch, that kind of thing.
sure does smell like it.
The smell is lovely. It's top notch. It doesn't smell like a zero sugar either. It doesn't smell like sucralose off the bat like some others do. Like I don't get a chemical smell, none of that. I just literally get. Is High C technically a Coca-Cola product? I think it is.
Yes, High C is a product of the Coca-Cola company.
So that doesn't surprise me that if Monster asked Coke in a hand in this. I mean, Coke does own a third of Monster, so
So it is a
yeah.
Coca-Cola product because High C is made by the Minute Maid division, and Minute Maid is owned by Coca-Cola.
Hmm.
You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Without further ado, Monster Ultra Punk Punch.
Salute. Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely it's a little hard on the grape for me.
I don't get like I feel like I know where you're getting from that, but I get more like a berry than I do a grape.
I feel like it's like we're getting grape, mixed berry, and maybe like apple. I mean, fruit punch, you there's many different kinds of fruit punch I've had. I've had like peach tea, grape and like something else in it to make a fruit punch before. It's amazing what happens when you mix fruits up together.
I enjoy it because it definitely has like a mixed berry taste. It has a little bit of like a hint of like a cherry and then like a citrus. So honestly, for being that fruit punch style of like mixed berries, citrusy, cherry, to me this nails it. I think it nails the flavor profile in this dot.
I'd say that's a very respectable 4-star flavor to me. I think
Uh,
it's one of those where we've had a lot of fruit punch growing up. We've had a lot of fruit punch as an adult. I feel like I can just properly rate it now. I could just say 4 stars with my chest out. I have a quick review just simply because a lot of punches taste the same or very similar. It's very hard to screw it up, in my opinion, simply because I think it would be very hard and you'd have to blindfold taste test me to say what's the difference between it. Like, what's OG G Fuel fruit punch and a doozy fruit compared to this and whoever else wants to do a fruit punch.
oh, trust me, we are fruit punch experts because we have tried fruit punch mixed with fruit punch and have found out it was fruit punch and fruit punch. Uh,
Yeah,
I I
codenamed Chip Punch.
I respect your 4 out of 5. I personally give this an 7.8 out of 10. I really wanna give it that
Mm.
8, honestly. I'll just give it the 8. Like, it's on the line between a
So you're
7.8 to an 8.
so you're on the same track as I am. Very good. So
I
I mean, if
think
I have a 4, double if I were to go off a 10 scale, I'd give it an 8 just like you are.
I think this is very respectable.
Now, the big debate that a coworker was asking me about, which one is better just simply by taste. Granted, one's ultraline, one's juice line, one's sucralose, one's sugar. But which does better, at
Yeah,
least from my opinion?
I have not had that one, so I'm curious to see if it actually is a, like, traditional fruit punch style that this is supposed to be a zero form of.
Mm. Wow. I did not expect that. Wow. Hmm. This would be a 4.5.
You think it's better? Do you think the sugar is needed for fruit punch?
Well, I think it's just one flavor that I think a lot of people would agree that it's very hard to have a fruit punch without a certain kind of sweetness to it. You put sugar in punch. I think, oh my God, I'm going to show my age here, but do you remember the cartoon, The Angry Beavers?
Vaguely. No, no, I do. I didn't watch it much, but I do.
You put sugar in punch, not lime.
I don't know that bit.
It's one of the very rare bits I remember. You put sugar in punch, not lime. But it's just so different because I mean, again, I if you were to go by the sugar-free options out there, right? This is the first time that Monster's made a fruit punch in Ultra, I believe, right?
Um,
But moving on, it's very hard to find a zero sugar fruit punch can. Gorilla Mine doesn't make it. Rise hasn't made it. I haven't seen a Celsius fruit punch.
so I would
You get what
say
I'm saying?
I would
Look at all the energy drink brands, and then you say, "Hey, who made a zero sugar fruit punch?"
I see what you're trying to get at. My only thing, I'm not disagreeing with where you're going at, is I would almost argue that this is not their first ultra fruit punch.
So that's the reason why I raised the question. I'm pretty sure I might be missing something. What do you got?
Blue Hawaiian. That was like a blue raspberry fruit punch.
That's supposed to be blue raspberry pina colada.
Really? To me, it's like blue
Yes, the
raspberry
flavor
fruit
pro.
punch.
Yes, it was blue raspberry pineapple coconut. So that's blue raspberry pina colada. I don't consider that a punch because otherwise we're getting into, dangerous waters. It's like, okay, is Miami Nights considered a punch? That kind of deal. You know what I mean? Vice or Nights, depending on what flavor, brand, and drinking establishment you have. Like if I have two fruits together, does it make it a punch? If it's coconut, if there's coconut in there, does it make it a punch or a pina colada? I don't know. I was told pina coladas, pineapple, and coconut. So when I see the blue raspberry and the pina colada I love. One of my favorite Red Bulls of all time was the summer edition. It was the pina colada. I want to say that was maybe made 10 years ago. One of my favorites. My girlfriend at the time thought it was disgusting, but I loved it.
Okay, yeah. I always like to picture blue Hawaiian as more of a blue raspberry fruit punch, but now looking at it, it does appear that it's supposed to be blue raspberry pina colada or like
Yeah.
more Hawaiian esque.
But still, throughout when I think of like classic monsters, I think of the OG line, regular, sugar free, OG juice, M80, Assault, which was the Digi Camo can with
I
the
remember.
red M, and then one probably one of my favorite and one of the most underappreciated monsters of all time, mixed.
I vaguely remember that.
Okay, so out of the OG line where there's the green, the blue, the orange, the yellow, the red, there was the purple. For some reason, it was hard to find. I don't know why, but yeah, it was the purple.
So, to answer our normal questions, back to the Ultra Punch, would you recommend it?
Yes,
Would you finish it?
yes.
And I also would vote yes on both those. For me, this might surprise you. I'm gonna say this is easily a top 10, if not getting close to a top 5 for the Monster Ultra line. Which again, I know there's been what maybe 12 total Ultra flavors that come out now. And we're not talking
Mm,
like the ones
mm.
that have forever been made, because I know they have started to discontinue some flavors now. But like to me, easy top 10. Which I know again, if it's not saying much, if there's only like 12-ish, um, I would put this honestly in a probably like top 5 in my 5, if not 4 spot.
It's in no order. I'm trying to picture it. White's got to be in there.
Oh, easy.
Ultra, ultra white, ultra blue's gonna be. Ultra blue Hawaiian's got to be in there.
This is one of those where like if I need a boost of energy and you came to me and said, "Hey man, I got an energy drink. I have a monster punk punch. You want it? Like, I'll give you some pep in your step." Yeah, I would happily accept that and take it and drink it happily.
Okay, so I'm just gonna run it through the horn. This or ultra orange.
This.
This or what is it? The tropical paradise or whatever, the green?
This.
Uh Strawberry Dreams. I'm gonna say
This.
this. The purple, easily this.
This.
So I mean if we go by the ultra,
The
this
only
might
ones
be
the only ones that for sure this does not top for me is Ultra Zero,
if you
Ultra
want okay.
Peach, Ultra Peach.
Okay.
They don't have it much anymore. I don't know if it's discontinued. I've been told you can still get it in some places, but the Ultra Black, the Black Cherry.
Okay, so ultra black, I have no idea why it's hard to find because I've only been able to see it online and that's it. But if we were to go by the flavors that top this, it's the white, the blue, the black, and then outside of that, it's really a crapshoot from there. Because to me, those are the top three ultras. And if you were to say this is number four, I'm not shocked. Because what else are you taking out? Who are you taking out?
There's one other monster that top 5 wise, I don't know if it would necessarily beat, but it'd be damn near close. And that's the uh Fiesta Mango. But then again, I'm a big fan of mango.
Isn't that discontinued?
I have not seen any exact word on it being discontinued.
I know the Mango Tango was discontinued, but I think I would take this over that mango.
So, to be precise, for all the actual ultra flavors that have come out, even if they're not being discontinued, but all of them that have come out in the ultra line, there's a total of 17.
So hold on. If we go all time, let's see. Monster. Let
It's
me look it up on my phone.
even right on their website.
No, not you, Google AI. On the website, verify if I'm human. Come on, damn it. Really?
Are you human? You could be AI.
Yeah.
Are you a robot?
Okay. So, okay. So the passion feels like it falls in the middle. It'll be red grapefruit. Okay. So if I were to go by all of these, right? Top five, you got white, Funk Punch, Blue Hawaiian, black, and the last spot. Ooh, that's a tough one actually, because is it the passion fruit? Is it the peach? Is it the mango? It's tough.
Again, for me in no particular order, it's white, punch, mango, peach, and black.
Yeah. I mean, the fifth spot is tough for me, but can I say that this is plus or minus the top five? Yeah. Because I mean, the peach, if you compare it to other peach energy drinks, it's not really that great. As far as the mango, there are better mangoes out there. Is there another zero sugar punch on the market? No.
No, I don't think so. Unless like Celsius has done it that I don't know of.
I'm kind of going there. Hey, let's put in this regard. C4 doesn't even do a fruit punch.
Really?
Not that I know of.
Hmm.
Let's see if there's a C4 fruit punch. Oh, never mind. It was the Hawaiian Punch collab. It was the Hawaiian Punch collab. Never mind. I almost put my foot in my mouth there. But still, it's hard to find sometimes. Not all gas stations have it. Gas stations will start having this. So if you can't find the Hawaiian, or if you don't like being at Alanine, that's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now on to bigger and better things before it gets a wee bit warm.
I have been looking forward to us trying this for quite some time.
Let's see what Hub should say. Oh, I have waited for this day.
The newest strain. Really, you might not like this because you're so back and forth on watermelon, but this is the new watermelon sour gummy, and I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of the like Sour Patch, sour gummy watermelon candies, and I hope this is right on to that point.
Well, that's the thing. I like the Sour Patch watermelon candy.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Tell you what, since I say it's a coin flip every time, I got a 1964 nickel. If because we always because I'm always like I'm always riding both sides of the coin. The hell of it, heads or tails.
Sales.
It's, well, we'll find out. Let's crack this baby open and give it a whiff. Oh, just
Just
saw a giant splatter.
just
I'm gonna have
squirt
to clean
everywhere
off
on
my.
you.
Yeah. I, I'm gonna shut up. I wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not Cougine.
Oh, that smell is so
Oh,
delightful.
hey, actually, you smell. I smell honeydew.
I see where you're getting the connection from that. You can definitely make that connection to it, but like ultimately no, but I do see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I'm just saying I smell honeydew. That's all.
Same typical rain formula, no difference on this.
300 milligrams of caffeine. Got your amino acids. You got fully charges with B12, B6. Got a little potassium in there. Yeah, their B vitamins top notch, 10 calories. I'm also liking it when you have low carbs in some of these too. Like carbs for the Juice Monsters 53 and for the Ultra 5. For the Rain 3. 3 grams. That's it. Not bad at all. Ready for the moment of truth, partner?
Oh, I have been waiting for us to try this one.
Cheers.
Salute. Oh,
Yep.
baby, a triple.
Yeah. So picture for anyone at home or anyone that's watching, if you like the Sour Patch watermelon gummies without the sour, this is what it tastes like.
To be fair, that is funny they call this a sour watermelon gummy, but it's not really sour because when you think of sour in a like energy drink form, you probably think of Ghost with their sours because they do add a tiny bit of bite. There's no bite to
Yeah,
this.
so if you're looking for actual sour, this is not for you. But if you're looking for the Sour Patch, this is accurate.
To me,
So if anyone's wondering why there wasn't a Sour Patch Kids watermelon, it's because this is the flavor profile, whereas Ghost decided to go for the Warhead.
in a weird way of saying it, and I know people will get their forks, pitchforks, and flaming torches when I say this. This to me
Pitchforks and torches.
is more accurate. Like the Rain Sour Watermelon Gummy to the actual taste of the gummy itself. This is more accurate than like the blue raspberry um sour patch of Ghost. To me, the blue raspberry sour patch of Ghost, like it has that flavor profile, but it feels like it's a very artificially one. This feels like it's very authentic to the taste of what an actual uh sour patch gummy watermelon would be. To me, this feels way more authentic.
To me, this is where it kind of goes in, where I'm kind of saying to myself, all right, this is legitimately the profile of the candy and not so much the what am I getting? What am I thinking?
The flavor.
It's more of the candy instead of like boom, I'm just going sour. Because there's so many times where we've said, "Hey Ghost, not every flavor needs to be sour." Like the mango came out good, right? Exactly. I mean, if you look at some of the ghost cans that they've made, they've been pretty good, but they don't need to be sour in order for it to be good.
Oh, I would even argue some of their not
Flavors
sour
that have been
flavors are
doomed
their
to failure.
best.
Yeah, I mean, there were some that were doomed to failure. Like I think the lemonade iced tea can was a disgrace, personally. And I think you kind of were. I think I was a little more harsh on it than you were,
Mhm.
but I think that was a waste of space. Uh, the Swedish fish, I do not care for. If you want a Swedish fish can, go for the Gorilla Mind. As I've pleasantly, surprisingly said on this show. Then I'm trying to think what else they got going on. The orange cream, the raspberries and cream, the grape and the cran grape. Yeah, their best flavors. Oh, the actual peach. To me, their best flavors aren't the sour. You're absolutely right, Teach.
I mean,
Just go
grape
buy
cran,
peach.
grape, peach,
Yeah. So yeah,
raspberry
grape,
cream.
raspberry and cream, peach, orange cream. Their top 5 flavors, not sour. Boom.
And again, this is called sour watermelon gummy, but there's really no sour to it. And I'm also okay with that, even though you could label it as misleading. Um, really might be shocked by
Yeah,
this.
yes. What do you got?
9 out of 10.
I'm not shocked by that.
This is easily top 3 for me of my all-time favorite rains. Easy.
Mm.
I'm a big fan. And the thing is, I will happily put both of these in the fridge tonight and drink tomorrow.
Honestly, I feel like the watermelon gummy might actually be better non-carbonated.
Really?
It could be. It could be.
What
Just
makes
because
you
it might be a little more juicy.
okay?
There's some people I know that would literally take a can and they would put it in a cup and put it in the fridge for tomorrow so it tastes sweeter. I know a Latin girl that did that with, Mountain Dew once
Dude,
upon a time.
that would make it flat, not sweeter.
No, flat, but also sweeter. She said that it tasted sweeter and better when it was flat. I don't know why.
Hmm.
But again, there are certain things with the Latin culture you just don't know, like why they love mixing ketchup and mayo so much. Don't know.
I just hope she doesn't try to sell you any bridges.
Ah, thankfully, Leticia was not a good salesman.
Latista.
Leticia, yes.
Ah,
Once upon a time,
Leticia.
Leticia.
Not like a not a sister of Batista. Got it. Leticia.
Ah, not near. Trust me, not exactly intimidating as most Latin women are, but definitely not in the strong department.
So,
But needless to say, as far as my grade for this,
I would happily recommend it, and I would happily finish it.
I don't know why it's not hidden for a 5, but I'll go 4.7.
I was kinda figuring you'd go 4.5, which is similar to my 9.
I think it's not quite the 5. I don't think it's strong enough for a 5, but 4.5, I think I like it over the punch that I just had.
I would agree with that too. I wasn't even thinking about that angle, but I would actually agree with that.
So, I mean, I got myself an ultra punch, that's a 4. A juice monster punch, that's a 4.5. Now, do I think that this could be a little heavier? Do I think it's a tad light? Yes, but flavor profile to a T.
Yeah, I also wouldn't be mad if they gave it a little bit more punch, like a little bit more oomph to it, but, I think right where it is as it stands, it's very, very solid.
Yes, yes, yes. Now, I'm gonna try to stop before because I do have to go to bed at some point tonight. Even though technically I am kind of isolating myself at the moment, but I'm at least gonna put a mask on, grab a cup and some ice, and grab myself a glass of something, something. But still, I think last stream that you had, I was just lurking. I wasn't having anything, but the previous one I joined, I remember I was sipping on some espresso vodka.
Yes, yes, you were. You asked me which one to try, and I said I've never had espresso vodka, so try espresso vodka.
That was very pleasant. As far as what's next, I got to go with the cabinet. And since somebody drank the rest of my Diet Dr. Pepper, there goes the kibosh on my combination I had in mind.
Che cazzo.
Yes. Although, like I said, a very good combination Diet Dr. Pepper and Honey Jack.
Hmm. I wouldn't know. I'm not a fan of either.
Well, I was looking for something. I was going for because our buddy Rodney for his Super Bowl party had a Honey Jack Daniels, a big bottle of it. And he was taking shots of it with our buddy Derek. And me, I just wanted to grab myself just to drink, just to sip on and relax for a Super Bowl party a couple years back. And I just see Dr. Pepper in there. I don't see Pepsi. And I'm like, let me give this a shot. So I got myself a cup of Dr. Pepper. I throw in a little bit of the Honey Jack. And I'm like, this is freaking amazing. So Pepsi over Coke and whiskey, Dr. Pepper over Pepsi in that combination. I know all may not be able to have it. I know I got a family member that's a gluten allergen and it really makes her sick, so I can't exactly recommend that, but for me that's a good one there. Just been trying to see like flavor profiles, all that. Like I found out recently that Crown Blackberry, I prefer the Jack Daniel's Blackberry over the Crown. I was very
Inter-
surprised.
Interesting. I know many
And
people that
it's
are like
not by
diehard Blackberry Crown fans.
well, I mean, it's very close, but I give the edge to the Jack Daniels in that regard. But as far as peach, I'm not sure if anything tops a Crown Peach. I
Crown
don't think
Peach.
anything will. Crown Peach. Not for
Now,
nothing. If there's one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to argue about you when it comes to friggin' peaches.
for the last 15 minutes of the show, for the last topic, I know this wasn't a topic that you were exactly ready for. And I had kind of minorly spoke about it to you last week. Um, but
If
to
I
be,
remember.
yeah, I talked about it last week about it, about like the last Monday or last Tuesday ish.
Ah, yes.
But to be more transparent with the audience, uh, within probably the next 1 to 3 months, somewhere in that range with no guarantees, this show might be undergoing big changes. It might be going under a minor change. It'll be going under some kind of change in some way, and we don't fully know how that's going to look just yet, but it is going to be some change. Whether it's the formatting of the show, whether it's the start time, the day we start, in some ways, there's a good chance the show will have a change. I've had a consistent work schedule for the past 6-ish years. And within the next 1 to 3 months, that will probably be changing, which will heavily affect my Monday schedule. So, in some form or in some way, this show will be changing, and we kind of don't know how yet.
I see how this goes. So, along with the teach, now we'll discuss details off camera and such, but if we do have to move it to another day or if we got to, pass on the time till later, by all means don't feel bad about it because at the end of the day, life happens at you fast, life is life, and we go from there. So, I don't know what the schedule is coming up or what adjustments need to be made or if we need to pick a different day, whatever the case may be, but I'm here. I'm flexible. I have my side work and everything else become very flexible. So, yeah, that just is what it is and it's going to be nice. It's going to be okay. As long as you're good and all right.
I mean, I will technically be fine, but just to be transparent on the show, Riley and I have always had the blast of doing this the last damn near 4 years now, almost. Almost.
Longer, I think. I think longer.
Really, I think it's honestly only 4.
I know we started in 21.
Was that the end of 21? Maybe near
Yeah, because
5.
I remember. Yeah, because you weren't drinking Glitch in 2021.
No, no, I wasn't.
That I know about because I mean, if we remember we were going over our last G Fuel purchases and they were in like 2022, like your last one was in like 2022.
If I remember correctly, I became an affiliate with them at the end of 22, became a partner with them in July, early July. Technically, the announcement was in 23.
Yeah, so this show started in I think 21.
Damn near 5 years.
Yeah. And then between like the G Fuel admins wanting to not us to advertise the show to
which was crazy.
Us kind of burning the bridge and the community was kind of like mixed and divided. Now that glitch is going into a separate direction, and I'm not gonna lie. Again, I'm in the glitch Discord, but I'm not in a partner Discord of section, obviously. But I don't want to judge anything from Bloom, but the guy irks me. I don't want to say anything because I don't want you to get in trouble by any means. I have no idea if he watches the show or anything else.
No,
But
I
I feel like
I can almost nearly promise you he has never seen the show or heard of the show.
that's what I'm assuming too, because he doesn't seem like he's in touch with anything. Like the guy doesn't seem like is on top of everything. He's just like in his plan. I know he's on top of other brands and such. He honestly just looks like a meme lord that is scamming people doing fake crypto and shit. Like the guy seems like such a chooch. He really does.
Is you saying a chooch like this modern day and age of kids trying to say chud? Is a chooch a chud or is a chud a chooch?
No, chooch is an Italian slang for jackass.
You I guess you could technically say a chooch is a chud is a chooch.
If the shoe fits, lace it. Why the hell not?
How much does a chooch if a chooch could chudge chooch?
Well, that choo chooch is departing in 5 minutes. So that guy needs to take his horse down the old time road and fuck off.
I mean,
Now,
I
again, um, on real talk about the topic, it was announced that samples were sent out
oh,
to partners.
don't yeah, don't even get me started on that. I mean, not in like a bad way, but
So
it's
they were
just like they
you
they
not
are
allowed to comment on that?
no, I am. I'm just saying that in a rhetorical sense because I found it funny and annoying at the same time of him just putting it into the open chat, not the actual partners chat. It's just like the open public chat. And then all the people who out there were affiliates think they were partnered and aren't partnered and never were partnered. And it's like only the partners are getting the samples or influencers getting them, not
I
the
mean,
affiliates.
I hope you just I'm pretty sure you already know this, but so the thing that irks me, right, is you know that this server has more than just partners in your Discord. Number 1. So you want to go down to 50 partners, which was what you told me once upon a time.
That is
This was a couple
correct.
months ago.
That is still true.
So you have a couple hundred people in your Discord server. But why the flying fuck would you try to say into a regular space about stuff that's partner business? Because as far as like, hey, we need testers for samples, this and that. I really wanted to raise my hand, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not a partner and I want to be honest and upfront.
So
Because the guy is so delusional. He put it in open chat into the general population where somebody could easily just go, gimme, gimme, gimme.
not
Why the guy talking about partner business in a open chat for everyone in the servers beyond me? What an idiot.
Not to give him a shovel to help him out of his own hole, but I think it's just because which I find interesting in a way, is that he's not used to Discord and not used to using Discord, so he's not fully familiar of the
And
2
he should
and
have
whatnot.
somebody else run the Discord. He should have an admin that does their damn job. Yeah, I hate Discord, and I'm not exactly a Discord person. I couldn't tell you how to run a server or none of that. But you have all these people that are in your pocket to help you out, and you decide to put your foot in your mouth. And the people that did know how to actually do this properly, they're no longer part of the glitch staff, which even puts a bigger foot in your mouth. That foot in his mouth is the size of a bowling ball, for crying out loud. Guy doesn't use his head. I don't know what THC or CBD products he's taking from that other brand of his, Well, he needs to cut back if he's going to be that naive. It clearly just sees that he's either delusional, just ignorant, or has no idea what the hell he's doing. Now,
And
again, I don't think that he'd ever come on this show. Again, we've wanted a lot of people on this show for the longest time. I've wanted the guy from Rogue to get an invite, the guy from G Fuel before he retired. I even thought about Ben before he gave up the reins. Now, that'd probably be awkward now. Yeah. Any questions? Yeah. How come you didn't pay your guys before you sold the company? Like, come on. Lost. I kind of lost respect there to a point. It's like,
yeah,
thank you for your ideas, thank you for your ambition, but pay your employees.
it
Because
does.
guess what? If I found out that my check didn't go through and I get paid on a Thursday, right? So if it's that Thursday and I didn't get paid and nothing went through, I'm gonna be on my phone all day not doing anything until I get an answer. That's just how I am. I can't imagine for something of that length of time. That's ridiculous.
I can't stay on the whole pay part, but the one thing I can also give you the friendly reminder of is I technically, again, on a technicality, I am not with the brand. Technically. Because there has not uh nobody's technically with them right now.
That means there's no contract in place at the moment, is what you're
Cor-
saying?
Correct. The old
So
contract with the old ownership
essentially,
has expired and the new ownership is not giving out new contracts yet.
so the way that I describe this is I say this because this is a sports term, restricted free agent.
Yes.
So essentially, right now, the
I am
team, or in this case, the brand, holds the rights and there's trying to be a set agreement in place. However, there could be a time from termination on the team to let loose and then for a free agent.
you could essentially call me Obafemi because I am indeed a free agent.
Uh, some other good players on in football right now, a free agent, restricted free agent, I should say. Kind of like uh, kind of like Kaminga was a couple months ago. Jonathan Kaminga. But needless to say, man, do you have any idea how long for this? I have no. I'm not sure if you call it suspension or in transition, whatever term you want for it. There's no length of time.
Nope.
Have samples actually been sent out?
They are in the process. It is in the
Okay.
process in the sense of a lot of people uh, have been given confirmation by you tracking, and they're in the part of that whole like shipping label made. So I'm going to assume within the next week or two I will get them.
So, a mod, I believe it's a mod in the Discord server, mentioned wanted the formula to pass Canadian regulation. So I imagine there's only going to be one formula, right?
Yes, yes.
So the main reason I said it was like Canadian labeling or something like that. So I don't see two formulas being made similar to like where, if you remember, Prime and Celsius, they make a Canadian version to be sold up there because of caffeine amount.
Oh, fun fact! Apparently, all the sample packages are going out tomorrow as we speak.
Very good, very good. I'm glad to hear an update on that since it's not in the open chat. But in doing so, on this business remark, it also means that the glitch 225 milligrams of caffeine, the amount's going to get lower. How do you feel about that? I'll give you a minute.
No, I'm just trying to find the instance of where you got the whole Canadian part from.
If I let me see if I could find it and screenshot it for you because I remember something about Canada being mentioned. I forgot what the hell it was. It was a while ago, like a long while ago. I gotta scroll up for a bit. I'm not sure what it was. Let's see. Let's see. Do do do. Damn, I'm trying to think of something. It was well before flavor things were talked about. Like I'm seeing this. Huh. Wonder if Miyoshi's gonna stay apart. Find out. New chaos, new this, new that. I don't think they would delete shit yet. Let's see. Let's see. Nice meeting everyone. Thank you for your time. You know what? Maybe I gotta look up what I said. I wonder if that would go into place. Let's see. Damn it. Yeah, Minkia. I'm still trying to find it. Might have been January or so. I don't know.
The only related comment that has
I
anything to
do.
do with Canada thus far is just someone trying to say they would love to try some here in Canada, but they're not even. They're just someone in the open chat.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
find where it would be. I'm not sure if it was in the pics or something else. Damn, man. I keep trying to look around, but
it would just definitely be
hmm,
one formula.
certainly so. But also, if they are being based out of Oregon, I mean, up north isn't that far in comparison to where it was in Florida originally. Now, I'm not sure if everything's still being made in Florida because if you look on the Glitch website where it says it's based in Oregon now. At least if you go with Twitter.
They are based in Oregon. The new ownership has their own facilities.
So yeah, they're making stuff out of Oregon now, correct? Safe to say.
To my knowledge, yes.
That's also going to suck for us because before I feel like I've just been getting further and further away from my house as it speak. It's like, I'm in Connecticut. Fuel was in New York. Glitch was in Florida. Now Glitch is over in Oregon. Now I feel like it's gonna take over a week to reach me. I might be a week behind on the boxes. And you're probably gonna get a day earlier than I do, at least, possibly 2 days, depending on the shipping company. I've gotten lucky and have gotten a box to you in 2 days flat from Connecticut to Michigan. But as far as from Oregon goes, I doubt it. But either way, I'm pretty sure if we're already doing AI art, something tells me that there might be a drastic formula change. As much as I'd like it to be a coffee bean, they might switch to a synthetic.
Unsure. But, Mr. Really, that is all we got for episode 188.
Well, as far as that's concerned, the glitch debacle continues. I guess we'll see what happens as far as your samples go, are would you legally be able to try them on the show?
I technically don't see why not.
Well, like I said, I know you're a restricted free agent,
I'm not under contract.
but you're not under contract and you're getting so if the 50 partners is still strict 50 partners. So that means you're one of 50 that would be able to try this in theory.
I don't know necessarily about that. The only thing when it comes to the 50 partners is that when they do have everything finalized, they want 50 partners.
What I'm saying is you're going to be trying something that's not on the market to the public yet.
Correct. That part is true.
That's what it really comes to. So I have no idea if it's one of 50 or one of 100, one of 200, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be only a small select few. Is that few 500? Is it 100, 250? I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I wonder if we'd be able to get something if we advertise it. Are we allowed to advertise if you are trying the new samples on the show? Would that be allowed?
I don't know.
Any chance you could ask that off camera and we'll table it for now?
Maybe.
Well, I'm just saying, right? I don't need to sample something new on the show. I can just sip water, kick back and relax, and have you say your honest opinions. And I have no idea if that means it needs work. I have no idea if someone's going to be public about it or be private about it. But I think this should be pretty cool for everybody, especially the plugs, especially some really good loyal fans in the chat and our viewers. And I will say this, no one's been more nervous about this than me. Just simply because even though I don't got a wall, I got a good shelf of glitch. And time will tell if I'm going to be finishing the shelf or adding to the shelf. Kind of live or die by the sword. So try to ask and get back to me on that. And if someone is concerned and somehow wants to talk about this on the show or anything else, I'm also open to that idea as well. Again, I feel like they're, I want to say private equity esque, even though it kind of feels like that. But if someone's raising questions and they want to be questioned on the show, I certainly got good questions for them. Again, this is just talking and tabling for now, but I think that's a good way to end it all. As far as next episode, there's nothing concrete, but if it ends up being Teach trying some stuff not released yet in comparison to trying a ghost flavor that's kind of meh, in my opinion, I'm certainly not complaining. With that said, everybody, we want you to enjoy your Monday night 316. I'm not sure if Raw's going to be doing anything special tonight, but they should just simply because how are these bookmakers not going to do something on 316? I don't know.
I don't know, but they should. We'll have to wait and
They're
find out.
they're stupid as hell if they did not plan this, and I'm be very disappointed in Triple H especially because that guy's supposed to know how to book. Unlike the people in AAW, don't get me started about Ronda Rousey. I'll have a cow. I will have a cow. But needless to say, people, stay safe, stay healthy, drink your freaking water, caffeine optional. Make sure you nourish, make sure you take care of yourself. Tell your loved ones that you care about them. And hopefully, so we see you next Monday night. Bless all. Take it easy. Have a good one.